All right. All right. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. So it's 8 o'clock, and we just waited for New York AM to play out. It looks like New York AM just took out or top ticked the top of New York AM from yesterday over here at 18,359. So I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna be looking for today. So what I'm gonna be looking for is for price to come back and take down New York AM or continue up above. Either or is perfectly fine with me. If price comes down and takes out New York AM low, then I'm gonna expect it to drop down. Oh man. All right, sorry about that. If it comes down and takes out New York AM low, I'm gonna expect price to come down and actually completely inverse and take out London and Asia lows completely. That's what I'm gonna be looking for. So if so, either or, we're gonna be ready. Let's see. We could use this to our advantage. So we'll wait. We'll wait. But if so, we'll be looking to take this into shorts, into DOL below London and Asia lows. And it looks like the market's finally evening out. We don't have like freaking 200-point candles like we did yesterday. Um, that was ham. That was ham. So let's wait. Let's be patient. And let's continue going. So in order for us to take shorts, I need to see a close below the fair value gap. So if price is coming in below, coming in and it's taking out the middle and then it's starting to wake back up, I'm not taking shorts. I'm gonna see what it does with this fair value gap. So depending on what it happens with this, it's gonna let us know what price wants to do. So let's go ahead and mark out while this is going on. Let's go ahead and mark out DOL. Let's go ahead and go on the 15-minute time frame and let's mark out DOL for the day. Got DOL here. DOL here. Here, let's delete this level. I don't need this level no more. And then we'll go ahead and mark out New York PM. And New York low. We'll use that for our DOL for now. I don't know, but I don't see it going below that low. 500, 600 points. So, right, the trend is still bearish, right? I mean, bullish, right? It opened up bullish, but it could be redirecting. We know that we know that New York AM likes to manipulate a lot. I mean, look at this, right? Boom, big old bullish candle, and then it goes ahead and starts chopping up. Right, same thing with previous New York. Right, if we look at previous New York, they'll go ahead and pretend like it's coming up bullish, and then it'll come down bearish. Okay, so we have to look out for that manipulation, right? Let's go ahead and check this out actually. All right, it looks like right, and we are back. So we're gonna see what price wants to do right here. We've got this fair value gap marked out. It's gonna be a bullish fair value gap. We're gonna use it to take shorts. So we just had the break of structure. It looks like it just went ahead and took out New York AM lows. So this is what I'm talking about. We can't just take shorts as soon as it opens up and it breaks the structure. Right? So I want to see what it does here. I want to see if it's gonna, you know what I mean, use this to inverse and go back up, or if it's just gonna keep selling. So below confirmation is gonna be below the fair value gap. So we can get selling pressure below this fair value gap and it's holding, we'll take it. We'll take it. And we'll take it straight into DOL, London. I'll probably take trim somewhere around 88 points. So let's see. So there's that pullback that we're talking about, right? So this is why you can't just take shorts right off of the break of structure, right? You need something to play out, right? Because right here we can see that it tapped into this fair value gap and it's going ahead and it's pulling back, right? So if you entered somewhere down here, if you saw the break of structure and you entered somewhere below and you had a normal stop loss, you could have gotten stopped out. You know what I mean? If you entered somewhere below right here, like around 50, 51, you could have gotten stopped out if you had a tight stop loss. So let's see what happens. right? We need to see the selling confirmation go below this fair value gap. There it is. Our entry is going to be at 14 if we can catch it. We need to see it go below. See how it's going back up? That's our confirmation. That's it.
Order filled.
So we followed our rules. We stuck to our gut. And if it inverses, then that's it. Put our stop right here at 25 points. Right below the previous. And then we're going to go ahead and look to trim somewhere up here. Like I said, guys, if we get stopped out, totally okay. We followed our rules. We followed our rules. We waited for the confirmation. We waited for it to break structure. We waited for it to close below this fair value gap. So if it wants to manipulate, we have to follow our rules. And we could get stopped out. We're getting a lot of rejection. All right. Hopefully we can close below this. And looks like price is figuring out what it wants to do. Selling pressure is coming in very, very fast. There we go. So we just got below this. Let's be patient. So let's see what happens. I'm honestly going to take trims right here. This previous low, 926. So we could get some pullback, right? Could get stopped out still. So we're not in the clear just yet. Let's go ahead and take trims. Go ahead and take trims. 8 at 17,926. That's going to be our TP. There we go. So that's where we're at right now. Very patient. But depending on the pressure, if it goes ahead and it plays around a lot, we might take trims a little earlier. So be ready for that. Like I said, guys, we could still get stopped out, right? We're not in the clear. Let me make that absolutely clear. We're not in the clear. See? So far, following our rules, right? Last week we had a pretty good week. So let's continue to follow our rules. See what happens. There's that manipulation that I was talking about earlier. Let's see. You should be getting a new candle pretty soon. 8:15. We have about 35 seconds left in this candle. Man, we're getting a lot of retracement.
Stop filled.
We're stopped. All right, guys. We're gonna go ahead and review this trade. See what happened. Seemed like a pretty good trade to me. 14. What was I stop at? We entered shorts at 8:15. So this was our fill. 8:15. There's that retracement. Yeah, very big retracement. So there we go. It looks like we got faked out. So the trend is still bullish. So instead of looking for the MSS, we should have actually looked for the continuation model. Should have waited for price. Now that I'm looking at it, it looks like price wanted to at first go down and hit London and Asia lows. But now that I'm looking at it, it looks like it wanted to inverse actually. We look at it from a bigger perspective. This is the trend right here. So it went ahead and it went ahead and retraced into this fair value gap, right? And then it's rejecting right now. So what we should have looked for actually was a continuation model, waiting for this price to hit below this fair value gap and continue above. What kind of faked me out is what is the DOL line below. So seeing London Asia low, it looked like price wanted to retrace into London Asia lows and then possibly hit lower, right? But you know what? The trend is bullish, and my motto is go with the trend. So that's definitely a mistake on my part, right? I should have waited to see if it was gonna tap London Asia lows actually. So I'm gonna journal that, and I'm gonna take that in coming in tomorrow. So tomorrow I'm gonna come back and um, see what happens from there. So we're gonna make sure that we journal and continue on from there. If we would have waited, actually, we would have been able to spot this pretty easily. Now that I think about it, we did get faked out. I would have used previous New York highs too as a TP. All right, guys, keep an eye on the market because this is what's gonna happen. We're gonna see this launch right back up. Smart got this other deal well. So we have DOL over here at London highs, previous London highs back on Friday. I'm gonna mark this out. These are good. These are gonna be what price is gonna tap into, honestly. So price is all the way down here. It's good. It's honestly gonna keep going. Yeah, this is the trade of the day. I would have honestly looked to take trims here, like at 100. Yep, very disappointing. Very disappointing. Felt like I had a good idea what was gonna happen, but you know what? I actually didn't follow my rules. I was very patient. I waited to see what price was gonna do, but in my previous experience, I've known that price usually takes out London and Asia lows and then continues going. So I went ahead and took a guess. I shouldn't have guessed. I should have waited for confirmation, and I should have stuck with my gut. So, uh, my strat is trend plus DOL sweep, which is pretty much what happened right here. So, the trend is bullish. There was a DOL sweep right here into this fair value gap. So